Have you ever felt like your tongue gets tied when you try to speak English? You know the words in your head, you understand everything, but when it's your turn to talk, poof, it's like your brain just freezes. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to know you are absolutely not alone. This is one of the most common, most frustrating experiences for language learners everywhere. It's not about your intelligence, and it's not about how many vocabulary words you know. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and expose the three biggest hidden enemies that are secretly stopping you from speaking English fluently. We're going to face them, understand them, and most importantly, learn how to beat them. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get ready to transform your speaking confidence starting right now. So, what are these invisible forces holding you back? The first enemy is something I call the perfection trap. It's that little voice in your head that whispers, "Don't say anything unless it's perfect." It tells you that every sentence must have flawless grammar, the perfect accent, and sophisticated vocabulary. But here's the truth. Fluency is not about perfection. Fluency is about communication. Think about how native speakers talk. Do we use perfect grammar all the time? Absolutely not. We use slang. We make mistakes. We start a sentence and change our minds halfway through. The goal of language is to connect, to share ideas, and to be understood, not to pass a grammar test. By waiting for perfection, you're not practicing, and without practice, you can't improve. It's a vicious cycle. The second hidden enemy is the comparison game. This happens when you listen to a native speaker or even an advanced learner and think, "Wow, I'll never sound like that." You start comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. This is one of the quickest ways to kill your motivation. Your journey is unique. Your background, your learning style, the time you can dedicate's all different. Focusing on how far you have to go compared to others just builds a wall of anxiety. It makes speaking feel like a performance where you're constantly being judged instead of what it truly is, a tool for connection. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Are you a little better today? Did you learn one new phrase? That's a win. And the third, and perhaps the most powerful enemy, is the fear of judgment. This isn't just about making a mistake. It's about what we think others will think of us asterisk, because asterisk of that mistake. We worry they'll think we're not smart, or that we're faking it. This fear can be paralyzing. I remember a student of mine, Maria. She was brilliant in writing, but would go completely silent in group conversations. One day, she told me she was terrified that her colleagues would laugh at her accent. But when she finally pushed herself to speak, she discovered something amazing. Nobody cared about her accent. They were just happy to hear her ideas. People are generally much more interested in asterisk what asterisk you have to say than asterisk how asterisk perfectly you say it. So, how do we actually fight back? Let's get practical. To escape the perfection trap, I want you to adopt the good enough rule. Your goal for the next week is to speak, even if you know your sentence isn't perfect. For example, instead of trying to form a complex sentence like, despite the inclement weather, I have a predilection for venturing outdoors, just say, I like walking in the rain. It communicates the same idea. It's good enough. Start with simple, direct sentences. Another great tip is to practice thinking in English. Try narrating your daily activities in your head. Okay, I am making coffee now. I need to get the milk from the fridge. I'm almost out of milk. This low-pressure practice trains your brain to form sentences without the fear of speaking them aloud just yet. Next, to win the comparison game, start a progress journal. Don't just write down new words. At the end of each day or week, write down one thing you did in English that you couldn't do before. Maybe you understood a line from a movie without subtitles. Maybe you ordered coffee in English. Maybe you just said good morning to a colleague. These small wins are your fuel. Celebrate them. Another powerful technique is to find a language parent. This is a native speaker or advanced learner who is patient and supportive, not critical. Their role is to encourage you, not to correct your every mistake. Find someone who makes you feel safe to practice. This changes the dynamic from performance to partnership. Finally, to conquer the fear of judgment, we need to reframe the situation. Turn your fear into curiosity. When you speak, instead of worrying, what will they think of me? Ask yourself, I wonder if they will understand my point. This shifts the focus from you to the listener and the message. It's a subtle but powerful mental trick. Also, prepare some filler phrases. These are simple phrases you can use when you need a moment to think. Like, that's an interesting question, or let me see, or how can I put this? Using these makes you sound more natural and gives you a moment to breathe and gather your thoughts, reducing panic. Try this shadowing exercise with me. I'll say a phrase and you repeat it right after me. Ready? That's a good point. Pause. Let me think about that for a second. Pause. See? Having these ready makes you feel more in control. I know this is easier said than done. That voice of doubt can be really loud. But I want you to remember that every single expert was once a beginner. Every fluent speaker you admire was once stumbling over words, feeling awkward, and making tons of mistakes. The difference is they didn't stop. They understood that mistakes aren't a sign of failure. They are a sign of effort. They are proof that you are trying, that you are learning, that you are growing. Confidence doesn't come first. You don't wait until you feel confident to start speaking. You build confidence asterisk by asterisk speaking. It's like learning to ride a bike. You can't learn by reading a book about it. You have to get on, feel wobbly, maybe fall a few times, and get back on. Every small attempt, every good enough sentence, every conversation, no matter how short, is you practicing and getting stronger. Be kind to yourself. Your progress is not a race. It's a journey, and every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. So let's bring it all together. Today, we unmasked the 3 hidden enemies: the perfection trap, which tricks you into silence; the comparison game, which steals your joy and motivation; and the fear of judgment, which paralyzes you before you even start. But now you have the tools to fight back. You will embrace good enough communication over impossible perfection. You will focus on your own incredible progress instead of comparing yourself to others. And you will reframe your fear, turning it into a curiosity to connect with people. Remember, your voice matters. Your ideas are worth hearing. The world is waiting to listen to you, not to a perfect, robotic version of you, but the real, authentic, and wonderfully imperfect you. Don't let these hidden enemies rob you of the joy of connection. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope this has helped you see your journey in a new, more empowered light. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next conversation. I do love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these enemies do you struggle with the most? Let's support each other. Until next time, keep practicing, stay positive, and speak your truth. Bye for now.